Hello everybody, my name is Beth Maupin and I am presenting the Coca-Cola Happy Can campaign. Um, this first slide is the original ad along with the credits for that ad. It was originally designed in Milan and I wanted to show you guys the image. This is the original ad and they put it up on the side of the walls in Milan and no words, no nothing. And the reason I chose this ad is because they could do this, because they could say, this is Coca-Cola, and you didn't question it. All you saw was a can, a smile, and red and white. And that was enough. And I just really appreciated that. And that was a huge marketing tool that they've created over many, many years. So my first slide here is for that purpose, just to give credit where credit is due. My second slide here is to point out the fonts. Pretty simple. It's a white text with a sans serif font. It's all in lowercase and it has 0 punctuation. That was really kind of, I don't want to say a challenge for me, because obviously it's not hard to be lowercase and without any punctuation, but for me, I love my grammar, I love my punctuation, I use a lot of it in my writing. I did want to share a quote from Miguel Benfica, the Chief Creative Officer, and the quote is, "A smile is contagious. We want to launch quite a few on the streets and brighten up the moods." And I imagine that was successful in Milan. And here's my next slide, and again, I've already expressed this, but I really liked that it was simple, uplifting, encouraging, and that it focused on happiness. That was very important to me because it was the key to deciding what I wanted to do to continue on this campaign. This idea plays with our packaging, the can, and manages in a simple design tweak to project that what our brand is about. And that was Francesco Cibo, the Creative Excellence Manager of Coca-Cola. Actually, I love that title, Creative Excellence Manager. All right, and here we are, the Coca-Cola logo. I honestly am not quite sure why that was mentioned so many times. It seemed like it was a big focus on making sure the logo was there, but that seemed kind of like a duh to me. So, but there you go. You have the Coca-Cola logo and the happy can. And my transition slide. I had a lot of fun with this slide. So I know that sounds really lame, but it's true. I really did. These I had uneven on my original design, and I decided to just kind of take them out, make them more simple, even them out. But then I looked at the verbiage and the topography on this line and thought we could do better. So I went and looked up the Coca-Cola font. And this is what they have. They literally have a Coca-Cola font. I'm going to oh, let me undo that. If you look up here, Coca-Cola 2, I was able to download the font. Didn't cost me anything. And just really cute. I loved it. So I used that a number of times, as you can see, throughout the program or throughout my presentation. So here is my first design. And what I did is I took a silhouetted image of a man, a woman. It's actually kind of hard to distinguish, which is one of the things I liked about it. I ended up not being able to just cut that image out and use it. I had to go through and use the pen tool and go through every curve and design it, and that was fun, but a surprising challenge. It didn't seem to want to come into play very easily for me, but I think it turned out really well. And it was originally facing the other direction, so I flipped it and I put a Coke in her hand, and I thought it was really fun. I originally was going to put a little bubble in your step, but then as I was saying it out loud, I thought, oh, pop, of course. The humor in that being that only about half the country will recognize the word pop. The rest is soda. Everything is soda. So I wanted to maintain the white text, sans serif font, the all lowercase, and the no punctuation, but I did pop in that the word pop in the Coca-Cola 2 format, and that I was originally going to do uppercase, but it looked much better lowercase, so I left it there. I kept it uplifting with perhaps a different message, but definitely the same atmosphere, the same feel of happiness. And there you go, the Coca-Cola logo. Put a little pop in your step, ladies and gentlemen. It was a pleasure having this class with you and sharing all of this time. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Bye.